Previously, when we used to do opening videos, they were pretty ragtag, and we were just coming up with like openings from like just the spur of the moment, and we didn't do a proper series. This is going to change that, and we're going to launch an actual series of opening videos that are connected to each other. And there was a free course available on Lichess, but it didn't explain a lot of things very well, and we needed to put a better structure in that course. So we're starting over, and we're offering you this free course, a new version of it called King's Indian Attack. Lots of people like to argue that the actual name that King's Indian Attack should have been bearing should have been Boxer System, which is not true. And the reason why that is not true is because the Boxer System is literally these four moves. This is literally the Boxer System. There's no d3, there's no e4. It's just these four moves, just castle and four moves. That is literally the Boxer System itself. Why is that important? Well, lots of people like to argue that the London system seen here is only playable with the white pieces. That is also not true. The reason why that is also not true is the fact that if we look here, one of the ways you get to play against the King's Indian Attack if you're the black pieces is this exact London system right here. Yeah, it's just gonna go like this and go like that. There you go. And then he'll probably back the bishop up like this. This is one of the most common ways that black will face the King's Indian Attack. And again, it's called London Defense, but then it's basically the London system for the black pieces. So we've already established that the London system for the black pieces is possible. So since we've established that the London system for the black pieces is possible, we can also confirm that the Boxer system for the black pieces is also possible. Why is that important? This is because when we look at this course, King's Indian Attack, you're not just going to learn King's Indian Attack. Yeah, you're definitely going to learn King's Indian Attack, which is knight to f3, g3, bishop g2, castles kingside d3, e4. Yeah, there you go, King's Indian Attack. And yeah, King's Indian Attack is literally a system unlike the King's Indian Defense. But at the same time, you're going to learn more than just this. Because that same Boxer system can transpose into, wait for it, the Catalan. Yeah, that's going to be covered in chapter 3. But what you're also going to learn is this new opening, well, it's new to a lot of you guys anyway, called Réti Gambit. And then the main line involves doing the Boxer stuff again anyway. But again, it's the same Boxer stuff. And lots of people like to argue that this is the Réti opening. It's not. The Réti is literally a gambit. The Réti opening is literally a gambit, which is this. It's called Réti Gambit. But that's exactly why we're going to teach you the Réti Gambit itself, and not the Zuckertort opening, which what this is. Again, this is the Zuckertort opening. And the majority of, well, literally all 6 of the openings you're going to learn are based on this Zuckertort opening / setup. Nearly all of the 6 openings that you're going to learn in this course revolve around these 2 moves, with the exception of the Catalan, which is actually a d4 opening, so that's not gonna, but you get the point. So the openings that you're going to learn include the obvious King's Indian Attack, the Réti Gambit, which is this. You're also going to learn the Catalan, and then you're also going to learn 3 different openings for the black pieces as well, which is the Pirc, the modern. Those 2 are 1 chapter. Those 2 are in chapter 4. You're also going to learn this. Looks familiar? But there's a sneakier way to learn this as well. There's a sneakier way to play this as well, sorry. This is called the Benoni defense. Well, it's technically a gambit too, but that's besides the point. The most popular opening against this is to do a decline variation like this, advanced variation, and then you attack that pawn, he tries to hold on to it. He's going to expect a modern Benoni after this, but you can just play this. There you go. To those who are not aware of this, this is called the Benko Gambit. And this also transposes into the Blumenfeld counter gambit, which is this. And you're going to learn both in chapter 5. And last but not least, everyone's favorite, the King's Indian defense. You're going to learn this in chapter 6. But that is not the only thing you're going to learn in chapter 6. What happens if they play the anti-Groenfeld? You're not going to learn how to play the Groenfeld, but this is one of the openings that you're going to face. And against this, one of my top recommendations is actually this. This is called Gogol's Attack, and lots of people will argue that this is actually an opening for the white pieces. Others will argue that this is for the black pieces. It's a very murky history behind this opening. Like, when this was originally played, like, Goglitz was playing the anti-Groenfeld, the Alekin anti-Groenfeld, and he just played that, and this was what the opponent played. But somehow this was listed as Gogol's Attack, but then it was also listed as an opening for black. Very murky history. But you're going to learn this from black's perspective, and I'm going to teach you an even stronger counterattack that you can learn from this. The main line from here is that he's going to take, and you're going to gambit your second pawn like this. That is what you're gonna learn. This is called Monster Energy Drink Attack. And it's full of back pieces. And it's full of back pieces of it. The c6 is the move, and that is what triggers the. So this is literally the starting position of Monster Energy Drink Attack. You're also going to learn a bunch of other variations of the King's Indian defense. Your opponent might play this. And what's the most common response here? Maybe this? Lots of people don't know this, but when you play this, this is also called a gambit. This is called Samish gambit. Oh, well, Samish gambit, let's say that. But yeah, this is a gambit as well. And you're going to learn this in chapter 6. There's another gambit that you can learn when playing this. Spooky. Yes, this is a gambit as well. This is called Leko Gambit, and it's another opening, another variation that you're going to learn in chapter 6. And there's also going to be a bonus 7th chapter. No pun intended. No. We're not going to say 6, 7 here. No. But there is a bonus 7th chapter available here that it wasn't established in the previous version of this course. And that is going to give you a new opening. But that's kind of subjective, but we haven't touched on it before. And you're going to learn that in chapter 7. So those are the 7 chapters that we're going to teach you. And we will see you in chapter 1, the first video of this series, which is going to come up very soon. It's going to come up today. Okay, have fun.